fastest turnaround in podcast history.
Back
Here
to
we
back.
are. Back to back, bro.
bro.
We got cut off early yesterday, so I just wanted to come back and finish up what we were talking about
Absolutely.
yesterday. So,
Still episode 16.
how were the fights last night, man? Yeah, it's still we're still at 16, but how were the fights last night, bro?
Oh man, well first off,
Solid.
so I rewatched everything after the stream, but I didn't see anything on social media first because I was training in the gym. But I saw the replays after. First off, the super bad fight, that female fighter. First off, she's 18-0. She's world champion, and they put her against a girl who was 5-0 that fought all debuters for that 5-0. And second is, how are you going to match someone that's 18-0 with 5-0? That was a complete mismatch. And that 7 seconds, I wasn't even like, yeah, fuck, that was great. I looked at it, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, dude, the girl didn't even, like, she looked like she was forced to be in there with this opponent. I mean, like, I think her name was Amanda. Whoever that girl's matchmaker was, or manager, needs to fucking rethink that position, because that 7 second KO was brutal. It wasn't even like, no. That's all I gotta say about that one. What'd you think of that, dude?
Bro, she didn't even get any fucking shots off. She was literally just standing there frozen and got knocked out.
She stood there frozen, didn't even meet her in the center of the ring.
Nope.
Like, she didn't even walk out of her corner, and I was just like, that's what I saw first. And I was like, huh? And then when that knockout happened, I was like, dude, it looked like she was in there with someone that didn't even know what they were doing. And honestly, it's because that girl was completely inexperienced compared to, Superbad. And, Soriano, that was her name, right? Yeah, there's no way. I mean, she looked like she was in there with a pit bull, and she was a little mouse. Like, it was crazy. And, that was bad matchmaking on Golden Boy's part. The fact that they matched their champion with this fighter, I mean, come on. It was a complete fuck up. It was terrible. It was fucking terrible. And it wasn't good for boxing to have that as Golden Boy's first, event since lockdown, and then to have a fight like that. No, that was disturbing. That girl could have got killed. That woman could have been killed.
100%, dude. How do fights like that get matched, though? Do the fighters have to accept them, or do the promoters just make them?
Okay, so this is how it works. So for a lot of people that are getting into boxing, that are into boxing, or MMA fans learning about this. So female, boxing, even at the world championship level, isn't as developed as, men's professional boxing, because there was less competitors. It's still a new, thing. I mean, I know women's boxing has been around for a while, but there's not a bunch of, females willing to become professional boxers or have that in them. So they're not gonna fucking have a huge amount of talent available. That's the big one. And, Soriano, I keep getting her name wrong. Who was it? I just call her by her nickname, Superbad, 18-0. She was a world champion, level fighter. You could tell with the way she throws, but, you know, she's got 18 professional fights. Out of those 18, she at least faced a handful that were either strong or definitely good competitors. But there isn't a huge talent bracket at all, or available talent for women's boxing, especially because there's a bunch of weight classes. So how they matched her up was they found a girl that was undefeated, which, you know, a 5-0 record isn't saying much, but I mean, it was whatever they could come up with. And unfortunately, they probably greased her up with her biggest payday. That's how they matched this 5-0 girl up. And unfortunately, she signed on the dotted line against a fighter that she never should have been in there with. I mean, come on, dude, the records, like, there's no way in men's professional boxing that she would mix someone that's 18-0 with a 5-0. The only exception are like amazing, like amateur standouts. Like Lomachenko fought for a world title in his second professional bout, but Lomachenko has 400 professional fights and one loss out of those. 400 amateur bouts, and he's only lost one of those fights out of 400, and he's got gold medals in the Olympics. So like that was an exception, but to match something like that in women's boxing, it can be common. That's the sad part. But unfortunately, the difference in talent outweigh what their records say. So it doesn't matter if that girl was 10-0. She's probably still shouldn't have been in there with this 18-0 opponent. And it's just dirty business, man. Golden Boy, in my opinion, wanted to force feed another star into the fan base, because now, since it's still quarantine, but post lockdown, all eyes are on them because it's the few things that's on TV or on streaming sports, and they force fed some fucking star in everyone's fucking throat by trying to make her look really, really good against nobody. And unfortunately, she knocked her out in 7 seconds, so it's a little more obvious. Like, if, let's say, she took this girl 2 rounds, maybe 3, and, obviously outboxed her, I think the fan base would have been like, okay, she's legit. She's great. But now it's like, they're gonna say, okay, now you need to put her with people her talent and see how she does, because that didn't show anything. That was embarrassing boxing. Period.
No, they definitely did her dirty on that one, bro.
Man,
fucking anything. I don't
like. Unfortunately, like, it's the payday. Not to continue with that, but
wow, bro.
They paid that girl more than she ever was. Yep, they paid her probably, I think, 10 or 12 grand for that fight. To that 5-0 girl, the one that was 5-0 that got knocked the fuck out. I think she got paid $10 or $12,000 for that. So obviously that was her biggest payday, and that's how they got her in there.
I mean, 10 grand to get fucking split in half like that?
Yeah, she could have died, man. Like 2 more punches in that sequence if the ref either didn't get ahead or she just wasn't falling on her back as quick, and that other girl was able to get 2 more big ones in on her. Dude, she might have not woken up.
Yeah, that's fucking wild, dude.
Yeah,
Definitely not worth the 10 or 12 G's. You should at least get 10 times that. Something. You should at least get 100. Get 100 grand if you're gonna get knocked out like that.
At least get paid what Ben Askren got paid.
Ben Askren, he made $1 million.
Yeah, that's he made $1 million off that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's insane. That is insane.
That's worth it.
That made...
He retired $1 million, fuck it.
He retired, past the million mark in his career. Good for him. But, did you catch, any highlights of the, Shane Mosley Jr. fight?
Dude, I watched that fight and the Bellator fight simultaneously. So
nice.
Nice. That was fucking interesting. It was a good fight, man. He was working the body in the early rounds, and then he was able to sneak in his jabs and fucking uppercuts and everything in the later rounds, and wound up winning by decision. It was actually a really good fight.
Yeah. It was. It was a good bout. He definitely, you pretty much called the fight right there, but I watched Mosley fight, I think his first time on TV, Mosley Jr. that is, fought his first time, on the, undercard of, the Pacquiao Jeff Horn, card. And, he lost that fight. And it was kind of unimpressive, because he had a lot of hype behind him. I think he was like 9-0, 7-0, or 8-0 at the time. So, he was an undefeated prospect. That was his first loss. And he was on the contender, and watching that fight last night, definitely makes me think that he's getting better and he's getting stronger, and, we'll see his future either in the middleweight division or in the, super middleweight division. He's a pretty big boy. He's a lot bigger than his old man. But,
sure.
what'd What'd you think of that main event for Bellator, man? Because I didn't catch it. You were talking about it a couple episodes ago, and I think a couple of people in that organization said exactly what you said about Pettis, man. Break it down for us.
Yeah, it was actually a really great fight. Pretty much exactly how I called it. He countered everything that was thrown at him, and he outstruck the dude who fought. I'm sorry, I don't remember the other dude's name now.
Yeah,
but
I don't.
Pettis looked great, man. He's ready for the title. He's getting the next title shot. So
how's he compare
Anthony
to
was
his
there
brother?
in his corner. Stylistically, they're different, but they octagon control, well, not octagon, cage control wise, they're similar in that aspect.
Okay.
Like, even though he's a counter fighter, he's still able to control what the hell is going on in there, which is actually really cool.
So you were saying that he was a counter fighter last time before when you were
John McCarthy's fucking said that shit.
He said that same shit. Yeah, that's crazy, man. That is crazy. So I gotta catch the replays of that. I haven't seen the replays yet, but there you go, ladies and gentlemen. My boy knows his MMA. Period.
The one thing I thought that was fucking weird is that their main events are only 3 rounds still instead of 5.
Bellator's main event? Man, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. I was like, it's only 3 rounds? So that's fucking weird. So Pettis ended up winning the first round. Second round, the dude started to come back a little bit, and then Pettis closed it out in the third. So it was cool.
Nice.
It was mostly on the feet, but Pettis was great off his back. It's cool. They had quality fights, dude. You should definitely check out their fights, and I'm definitely going to check out more of their cards. Yeah, for sure.
Well, I mean, they how many events are they going to start putting up? I didn't see what their schedule was if they had one planned after this card last night. You there? Yo, you there?
They have, I know Benson. Fuck, do you remember
Benson Henderson?
Yeah, you remember?
Yeah,
he fights in a couple weeks.
Man, that's
he's
a
fighting
great fighter.
I don't know if it's for a title shot, but that card is...
He had the 55 title in the UFC for a good minute.
Yeah, he did.
He's a great fighter.
Sure did, bro. He was a hell of a fucking fighter, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, he was one hell of a fighter, man. And I was actually a fan while he was still champion, and I know that he obviously was in there with Anthony Pettis, and we all know how that turned out. That was Pettis' glory fight, man. Made him a household name after that one. Hey, is the connection all right?
I think so.
Yeah. Mine just keeps freezing for some reason. I don't know why. Anyway, so did you catch the main event, the Vergil Ortiz fight?
I didn't. I saw highlights though.
Yeah. I mean, it was him breaking his opponent down. Like I said before, his opponent was a tough, proven veteran, and it wasn't gonna be an easy fight for Ortiz, because he had to really put the pressure on him for some later rounds. But he closed the show with another knockout, man. It was beautiful.
Damn.
Yeah, his 16th knockout, and definitely against a legitimate opponent, man. He definitely the guy he was in there with 31 wins and 5 losses. I mean, to knock an opponent out like that, says something. So Vergil Ortiz is definitely, the next wave. He called out a couple of guys, at the end of it. He called out, Keith Thurman and, one more guy in the 147 pound weight class, but former champions, big names in the PBC roster, Premier Boxing Championship. So that's the thing, man. That's unfortunate that when you got guys like him winning and, young up and coming fucking monsters, wanting to face these ex-champions or even current world champions, because of the different promotions, it's harder to cross promote. So he called out a couple of guys, and I know one of them was on the PBC fight roster, and they're not gonna have those fights happen. That's the thing, man. That's an unfortunate thing about fucking boxing is some of these promotions never cross promote, so no one's ever gonna get the fights that they want. You know what I mean? No,
Right.
we're never gonna get the fights that we want. So he did call out a couple of guys. I know that. I'm sure people want to talk about that one. But all I gotta say is, you know, it's just blowing smoke at the end of the day because Golden Boy hardly wants to promote with you know, anybody else. I mean, they do it with Top Rank once in a while, but it's so rare these days. It sucks.
Yeah, that does suck. What do you think's next for him then? If they're not going to cross promote?
In my opinion, this is what I want, and I definitely think we should highlight this one. So he's a Golden Boy fighter at 147 pounds. He's undefeated, 16-0, with 16 KOs. He needs to face some really elite guys, and I shouted him out. The guy that I'm talking about is a Golden Boy promoted fighter, by the way, from my knowledge. And I trained with him out there in LA during that trip, and I even spotlighted him, Rashidi Ellis. So if you want to see some tapes on him, if people watching this, look at Rashidi Ellis's fights. He's 22-0, and he's at the 147 division. 22-0, I think, with 16 knockouts. If I'm not mistaken. If he's watching this, and I said something wrong, you can totally fix it, but I believe it was 22-0 with 16 KOs, Rashidi Ellis. That's who he should fight. He is the current Intercontinental belt holder for the WBA, and guess what? Vergil Ortiz is the WBA gold belt holder. Same sanctioning body, same promotional body, and guess what? Same fucking weight class. So that's the fight that needs to happen for Vergil Ortiz. If anyone talks all this shit, do your research, do your boxing research. I'm calling it for what it is. Vergil Ortiz Jr. versus Rashidi Ellis. That's my next fight, and that's the fight that should happen. And that'll be a legitimate Golden Boy matchup. Period.
I like it.
Yep.
Sounds
Yep.
like a fucking plan.
If you have a
So,
chance, you
tell the
watch
motherfuckers over there at fucking Golden Boy to listen to this shit and make that shit happen.
Listen to this shit. This is both your guys. Stop trying to do what you guys normally do, which is just, you know, hand these guys over easy opponents. Like, you're gonna say that Vergil Ortiz is the future of boxing? Vergil Ortiz Jr. is the future of boxing. Okay. I have no arguments against that. But let's put him up against the other futures of boxing. Put him up against some hungry lions, and my money's on Rashidi Ellis. That's not only a test, but my boy Rashidi, is the truth at 147. That's who I'm riding with at 147. And guess what? He's a Golden Boy promoted fighter, motherfucker. So Golden Boy should match that one up if they have any way of really trying to prove who their best is. You know what I mean? Talk all that talk about who the future is. Well, guess what? The future is now, and let's see what he does against others. Real contenders. You know what I mean? Someone with
I like the sound of that shit.
Record. Yeah, someone who's an actual beast himself. So yeah, that's my take on it, my dog.
Hey, dude, I'm not disagreeing with you. I like the sound of it, bro.
Yeah. And people need to pay attention to that. That's some truth right there. If you're into boxing, because I know we got some real diehard boxing fans out there. I just broke down the business part, the fact that they're not going to cross promote, and guess what? They have some guys in their stable. So let's make it happen. Let's do it Uncle Dana style.
Where the best fight the fucking best.
Where the best fight the fucking best, and guess what? You're in control of it because it's your organization. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So you said he commented on that post of that chick getting knocked out in 7 seconds. What do you know what he said? Because I saw the comments, but I don't remember what the hell
I saw it. Yeah, I saw it. So it was on the Zone. It was on their official site page, and I think Dana said something in regard. It was a short comment. He said, I think who let this girl in the who signed this girl for this fight? Like, I think he just pretty much was wondering, like, what the fuck? Mm-hmm. And he's right. Like, who matched this? That's exactly how Dana was trying to put it and look at it. I mean, I wish I could pull up the comment right now, but yeah, either way, he's thinking exactly what I'm thinking and what all of us are thinking. And listen, trust and believe. I mean, obviously Oscar and Dana don't. They butt heads. They hate each other.
They don't get along.
Actually.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I
do.
know they don't get along. But Dana White, he's not many people know, but before Dana was the head of the UFC when they bought that company with him and the Petitas, dude, he was a boxing matchmaker and a promoter. Dana was in boxing, like he was matchmaking fights, pro fights, and he was helping to promote events. That's why him and Floyd Mayweather were friends back in the day, bro. So
Right.
not too many people know that, but Dana's first gig was boxing. So for Dana to have a beef with Oscar in the promotional side, obviously, says something about Oscar because Oscar's not exactly good on his matchmaking talent, in my opinion. But then again, he's built a lot of great stars. But we all know how that is with his number one guy. In my opinion, I'm a big Canelo fan. Canelo is his golden goose. Canelo is Golden Boy Promotions. I mean, that's the biggest name in boxing. And Canelo's had a couple of losses back in the day that he a couple of wins that should have been losses. And it's because Golden Boy has that bankroll. And Golden Boy's that type of promotional label, man, where if they have the bigger chunk in any cross promotion deal, they're usually gonna have more on their side. You know what I mean? In everything. Yeah. I mean, you see the disturbing matchmaking that they do for last night's fight, for that female championship fight, but all I got, yeah. So I get Dana's beef, and I'm with Dana on this. Like, me as a pro boxer, let's just be frank. If I was signed to Golden Boy, I would love to be signed to Golden Boy. So don't think that I'm throwing shade because I'm not with them or I didn't get signed by a promotion like that. I would love to. I'm just stating the truth, and Golden Boy obviously has a lot of mismatches on their resume, and last night was was definitely the cherry on top. So Dana's definitely right about that, man. I would like to see Golden Boy do more cross promoting, like I said, with like Top Rank, and potentially PBC. I think the best fighters, in boxing right now, this is my opinion. So there are the best fighters in the world, like Lomachenko, he's in Top Rank. You got Canelo, he's in Golden Boy, but the best amount of talent, the talent pool, in my opinion, is Premier Boxing Championships, PBC, and they do it on Fox. I think they're coming back with their first event within the next couple of weeks. So to me, PBC has the best talent pool and matchmaking, in my opinion.
I don't think I've ever seen any of their fights, so
definitely.
And if I have, I don't remember, so I'll definitely check them out.
Yeah. They'll start doing telecasts, and they just do cable right now. So for the people out there that don't have all these streaming platforms like the Zone and ESPN Plus and all that shit, PBC is the easiest to watch because they are on cable. So and some of the biggest stars, in my opinion, the best in the world, are definitely on that promotion. So I definitely highly suggest watching that when they come back on, because you're definitely not going to see some bullshit like that Golden Boy bullshit.
No. That shit was unprofessional, man.
That was just pure disturbing. And I know people like Golden Boy. Like I know Oscar De La Hoya's son. He's a good guy. He's a great dude. He did some amateur boxing, and we trained together for a few months, and he's a solid dude. But his dad's promotion last night was definitely something that we all got to question. That's all I got to say.
I totally agree, dude. That was some shit, man. He's got to lay off the A or whatever the fuck he was doing on that one.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug, man. That cocaine,
oh yeah,
especially when you get it pure, like Oscar does, baby. You know, he'd be getting it from them cartels.
Oh yeah. So hey, what do you think about? Oh hell yeah, he does, dude.
All right. My bad. Anyway.
No, you're good. How do you think fucking Alexander Gustafsson's gonna do a heavyweight against Vergil tonight, bro?
Oh man, you know what? I like Gustafsson at heavyweight. And I saw a couple of tweets, from a couple of guys, from a couple of fighters that trained with him too. I think, one of them, I think he put it on our page and it was from a notable fighter. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was, I saw it though, and, they said that Gustafsson, oh yeah, it was Brendan Schaub. Brendan Schaub said he trained with Gustafsson. Yeah, you posted that up. And, he's right though, man. Gustafsson's a big dude. And the reason why, he was able to make 205, obviously when he was chasing for the title against Jones and he was, running through that division, because he was young. But now he's mature. He's a seasoned, veteran. I mean, he's an amazing fucking, athlete because you have to be at those weight classes. I mean, to be big and to be able to fight the way he does, you're really a gifted athlete. He's going to do amazing at heavyweight. And I think with Verdum's style and how he's been, over the years since he's been on the UFC, it's going to be a big test for Gustafsson to see if he can really hang with the big boys, man. But I like his chances.
Yeah, I agree. I
like his chances a lot.
I love his chances, man.
Yeah.
I love the chances of him and fucking Jones fighting at heavyweight for that fucking belt too.
Bro, when Jones moves up, now that gives me chills. Because can you imagine his title reign at heavyweight?
Oh, it's gonna be like Stipe, bro.
Yeah.
He could beat out Stipe to become the greatest heavyweight of all time if he moves up.
I want to.
That would make him the greatest fighter of all time, for sure.
Oh, he already is. MMA fighter.
That would solidify.
Yeah. But I just want to see his evolution if Jones really does, want to take his career path to heavyweight and commit to that, because once you're at heavyweight, I don't think a guy like Jones, especially coming up to his age with his, with the tests and the wars he's already been through, he's not going to be able to go back to 205 going at the elite level of heavyweight. Like, it's not going to be like an Anderson Silva, from 185 to 205 thing and then come back down. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to be one of those things where he's going to be able to bounce back and forth. I think that just Jones and his physique and how he's going to have to he's going to have to evolve, to that heavyweight version of himself. And once he's there, as long as he's fully committed to that weight class the way I think he will be, he'll definitely be the greatest UFC fighter, and honestly, two weight class world champion, the best two weight division world champion that UFC will ever have. He will be.
Oh yeah. No doubt about that, dude. So I already saw a comment on one of his posts. Like, his coach said he's getting ready for heavyweight. He's not going back to heavyweight. I think he's gonna fucking.
So he's gonna vacate that title?
I'll send you the fucking screenshot of the fucking comment. But I'm pretty sure he's going to, dude.
And people comment in on this because we know these are hot MMA topics, but I don't think there's any casual way of looking at that. That's some real shit right there. And Jones, in my opinion, will be a scary fucking heavyweight. Like I said, it gives me the goosebumps thinking about his evolution and the way he's gonna be as a fucking UFC heavyweight, bro. It's gonna be insane. It's gonna be insane. Maybe he might put some meat on them legs. You know what I'm saying?
I think so, dude. But the same goes for Gus, man.
Yeah.
And that's what's cool is you can compare, like, once you see how Gustafsson does, is like you're instantly going to be able to see how well John Jones is going to be able to do. So they're really close in comparison, dude. So it's actually really cool to see.
They are, and it's only deserving that those two will meet up at heavyweight for another fucking piece of their story together, man. Because I mean, I know that the Reyes fight was definitely a really close one. Really close one, but that Gustafsson fight, that first matchup they had, really opened people's eyes to John Jones maybe potentially taking a defeat. And, because he was just so superior, man. He was so superior to every guy at that weight division that then you got Gustafsson come up and the type of athlete he is at his size. Yeah, but I would love to see Gustafsson even get the world title first, man, at heavyweight. Can you imagine that?
That'd be fucking cool, dude.
That would be sick. So that'd be, and Verdum, man, Verdum is a former world champion himself. I mean, Verdum is not some journeyman, man. Verdum is the elite at that weight class. So if we see him shut Verdum down, that's exciting. That's huge for the heavyweight division. Huge.
Absolutely. Speaking
Everyone
of
loves
Verdum,
the heavyweight. Yeah.
this is his last fight. He said he's not re-signing with UFC after this, win or lose. He's gonna go
He's not
elsewhere.
going to resign. And he has.
So there's another one rolling out.
Rolling out to Bellator.
Bellator. Bro, their shit was sick, man. I'm fucking hype on them right now, dude.
Yeah. Didn't I say this a little while back? I was like, man, I think you should try to watch some of this. And you definitely get into it. Yeah.
It's fucking cool, bro.
It's just cool to see that atmosphere where, you got a lot of different fighters that no one's heard about, but it almost reminds you of like UFC back in the day, man. You had all these fucking, these sponsorships on these fighters' shorts. They had their own shit. Like, it kind of gets you nostalgic to the,
it's cool.
Yeah. It's kind of cool, right?
It's really fucking cool, man. And fucking having John McCarthy, Josh Thompson, Mike Goldberg, Chael Sonnen all on that fucking same commentary panel is outrageous.
That's a crazy commentating panel. Mike Goldberg, man, good for him, dude. I was always wondering where he went to, because obviously I wasn't following the UFC as much as I was in the past few years, so I didn't know where he headed off to, man. I thought he was still working for the UFC. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, I thought he was too, but apparently after the Fox deal, ESPN didn't want him, or UFC didn't want him on the ESPN deal, so they shipped him off.
They weren't gonna pay the man. They weren't gonna give the man an upgrade.
Exactly. That's fucked up. Mike Goldberg deserves that money.
That's why Joe Rogan's cashing in on his podcast, baby, because that's where the real money's at.
Bro, 100, Mike Bisping. I was listening to Bisping's podcast last night, and he said it's over $100 million per year, not just a one-time deal. So he makes over $100 million a year. I originally thought it was $100 million full deal, and it was like $30 million per year broken down, like for the duration. You know what I mean? Somewhere around that $30 million mark per year. But if he's doing 9 figures per year, a year, dude.
What? Oh my gosh! Let's talk a little bit about him. And have you seen any of it, or have you listened to any of his recent ones?
Yeah,
I know you do. Yeah,
he's moving to Texas.
Yes, I know. I was gonna bring that up. He's moving to fucking Texas. I didn't see anything about him specifying which city or which area in Texas. So I'm
pretty sure Austin.
Austin?
Yeah.
Austin's beautiful. It's a big boxing town, by the way. A lot of boxing out there in Austin, Texas. But man, he's gonna get his ranch. He's gonna get his fucking what he talks about, man.
Exactly. He's going full Mike Tyson, man.
Yeah. Well, check this out. So Austin is a very popular spot for a lot of people to go in that area, obviously outside the city, and get a ranch. One of my best friends and my business partner, his father has a couple of hunting ranches in Texas, and one of the hunting ranches outside of it's like over 3,000 acres, bro. Do you imagine how big that is? 3,000 acres? Did you hear me? You there? Bad connection. Hey, you there? You there? Can you hear me?
Damn, that's huge.
Yeah. 3,000 acres? Yeah, that's fucking massive, dude.
So you can do a whole lot with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do.
Well, I mean, it's a honey ranch, so fucking,
yeah. Look this up.
I can imagine what how big is Joe Rogan's gonna be? Oh, it keeps disconnecting.
What's up?
No, my bad. It keeps disconnecting. But I was wondering how big Joe Rogan's ranch is gonna be. That's my question.
Dude, I have no fucking clue.
It'll probably
I don't
be
know.
something over 1,000 acres.
Oh, no doubt. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
actually in Austin, like if he's actually going to be in Austin or fucking. I've seen Brendan Schaub rocking the fucking Texas Rangers jersey,
It's definitely
so
gonna
I
be
assume.
outside of Austin. Yeah, there's a lot
Yeah.
of nice towns outside. Like I've heard of a couple of cool spots like San Angelo. Really, really nice areas. The thing is because my friend's father's ranch is like over 3,000 acres in that Austin area. It's just, I've seen pictures of it. I've seen all that, and it's like way different from like where I'm at in California, where it's like really, really tall fucking, Douglas fir trees, like near the Pacific Northwest. So like having a ranch out here, it's real, it's real different because you're in thick, dense forest. You got bears to worry about. You got mountain lions to worry about. But out there in Texas, you know, you got all these deer. You got all these, good prey out there. But, the predators you got to worry about there are like the wild boar, bro. Wild boar and, definitely the snakes. So if Joe Rogan wants to get out there and have a hunting ranch and have something where he can just fucking not leave the fucking compound, Texas is definitely, the spot to do it.
For sure.
It's definitely the spot to do it.
He could hunt some elk out there for sure. That's his thing, man. He loves eating elk.
Well, get this, dude. This is the thing. Out there in these hunting ranches, and even, you know, because of how spread out everything is, my friend's dad would bring foreign fucking animals to these ranches. Like, he'd bring deer from Japan, like Sika deer. Like, we're talking exotic game, bro. Like, we're talking, like, people that don't know this, like, and my girl, by the way, she's a deer hunter. Like, she's a bow hunter, since she was 8 years old. So I've been around a lot of hunters. Like, I know how it is, like, with the game. And my boy's, dad, he said he would, take gooseneck trailers loaded with fucking foreign fucking animals, bro, and have them crossbreed with the local game. And like, you'd have some monster fucking deers, bro. Like, you'd have elk-sized deers with, you know, pronghorns. Like, it's just, Texas has exotic game. And I know Joe Rogan did his research, and I'm sure Joe Rogan was salivating at the potential game that he can fucking hunt out there, dude. Because you're not going to get your run-in-the-mill elk. You're not going to get your run-in-the-mill bush-tailed deer. You're going to get some fucking, monster deers, man. And, either way, dude, Joe Rogan is definitely, about what he says, man. Cause, I mean, he has that, you know, outdoorsman, rugged fucking persona, but now he's really trying to be about it, which I gotta salute him for that, man. Because, oh wait, right hand. Not my left.
Right.
Because, for someone like myself that's living out in,
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I do it with my left
right?
sometimes too.
I know. But, for someone that lives out in my own compound here out in the fucking mountains on some real acreage, it's not easy to have your own fucking property like that, man. Like, there's always something that you gotta do. And, the predators, that's what you gotta worry about. Like, I got 2 dogs, and I gotta make sure these 2 little bastards, don't get eaten by a fucking mountain lion or a bear. You know what I mean? But if it comes to hunting, oh man, we got so many deer out here. Deer, wild turkey. We don't have elk up here. You gotta go farther up north for that, towards like Washington. But, man, it's just gonna be cool to see Joe Rogan evolve, man. He's got uncensored fucking, podcasting now, and he's gonna be out there in fucking, as they call it, man, God's country out there. You feel me?
Yeah. Facts.
So, yeah,
I'm
so
trying to
he's
go out there too.
have you been out to Texas, man?
No, I've never been out there before. But my dad was born there.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
Nice. Where in Texas?
San Antonio.
Oh, okay, cool, man. You gotta eventually go out there. San Antonio.
I want to,
That's,
man.
yeah, they got the, it's like, the river down there where they have, a bunch of, I guess you could say downtown kind of kind of scene out there. It's a big vibe out there, and it's a huge foodie town. You got to go out there, man. You have to.
Hell yeah, dude. That sounds
out there.
awesome. Yeah, dude. I gotta go check it out. Take
Best part
out there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Best part of Texas, my boy, is cheap real estate. Cheap real estate. You can get big shit out there for California prices.
I'd say.
That's why Joe's coming out there, man. He's getting more bang for his buck.
Oh yeah, no doubt. No fucking doubt about that.
He'll probably drop a cool 30 million on a compound. Guaranteed. He'll have multiple
I hope so, dude.
He'll have multiple wells, like pumping fucking natural fucking groundwater into his fucking house. He'll have I guarantee you, he's gonna have over 1,000 acres. He's gonna have his own hunting ranch. I know that.
That's so fucking sick, dude. I can't wait to see his new podcast setup, dude. That's what I'm excited for.
When is he officially solely on Spotify now? When is he officially going to get on there?
I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's really soon though. I'm pretty sure they've already taken him off Apple.
Yeah, they're only posting up I know they're still posting up full episodes on YouTube. I know that.
Yeah, YouTube still, but I don't know about Apple.
Yeah,
if it is on Apple, then I don't know when that deal. Maybe 2021. Let me check.
Getting in 2021 probably, huh? Oh shit, it's 4:25. You know what that means? He's 5 minutes late. Hey, you there? Dude, I don't know if it's my connection or yours.
Bro.
It's freezing.
So in September.
Ooh, that's
when
it's right there. Right around the corner.
Yep, September is when it goes Spotify exclusive, which is crazy.
Woo! Spotify too, no YouTube, nothing. Nope.
No more YouTube. They're gonna put the video podcasts on Spotify for him.
You know damn well you're gonna have to get a Spotify account.
Oh yeah.
That's mandatory.
Yeah, I don't have
mandatory.
I'm gonna have to get one for that.
Could be worth it.
That's the whole point though. That's why they got him to do that shit.
Bro, I mean, his clips, just his little 10-minute clips on YouTube get 1 to 2 million views, bro.
Yep.
I mean, oh man. That's insane. That's fucking insane. It's insane. That man, good for him. Like, how can you ever fucking not realize what he did, man? That's why there's a billion fucking podcasts out there. That's why we're all here talking our own shit.
Exactly. He's the fucking podcast revolution. He's the podcast father. God.
He is. He's the godfather.
Podcast daddy.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Oh man. I remember the first time I saw a few of his old clips, and he would light up on camera, and this was a while back. I mean, we're talking shit. I'm thinking early 2000s, 2012, 13, and you see him light up on these clips, and I'm like, holy shit! Dude's really about it. And back then, I was like, this is the coolest fucking thing ever. Oh man, yeah. And speaking of that, I was just saying it's 4:25. Well, now it's 4:27. Light it up, bro. Like that shit, bro.
I gotta go outside to do all that shit.
Oh yeah.
I don't have any, right. No, I don't. No, I'm saying I don't have anything with me. Otherwise, I would light it up, man. Go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna light it up. I got it. I have to.
I mean, otherwise I'd have to go grab all my shit's outside. I left it out there. Otherwise,
I have to light up. Here, you know what? People listening in, just wait. I'll be right back.
Oh, you have to. Okay. Well, if you got to do that, then I'll go. Okay. Taking a smoke break.
I'm not going outside. I'm right here though. You feel me? Wait, hold on. My wife has said something. Hold on.
What was that?
Wife said I'll be going outside for that one.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Tell you what, people, tripod's coming with me. I'm gonna grab that shit. Just give me a second. I know people that are listening in on Apple and Spotify are probably like, what the fuck are they doing right now? Why aren't they talking? Because you gotta watch the video too. I'll be right back. Alrighty. We are on the go.
Alright, everybody. Light it up.
Light it up. We're a little late, but we'll just technically say it's 4:20 because it's still within 10 minutes of that. I'm gonna light it up for y'all.
Light it up.
Light it up. Anyway. So what, man? Anything new with you, bro?
No, man. Same old shit.
What happened?
I'm going, Shogun and, Lil Nog. Trilogy.
Nogueira? How do you pronounce your last name?
Yep.
Nogueira, right? Yeah. And that's their third fight.
Nogueira? Yeah, it is
Nogueira.
third one.
Yeah, that's their third bout, and this is stretching since the days of Pride.
Yeah.
How do I think that's gonna go down? You're gonna see a couple of old dudes fight. That's what you're gonna see.
Yeah, they're not gonna try to knock each other out, dude. That shit's gonna go to the decision, bro.
Yeah, a couple of old timers fight, man. I'm not talking shit, and people can say what they want to say. Well, I remember watching Shogun fights when I was like 10 years old, man. Fucking Pride Championship.
Last from the past.
Couple of old dudes. I don't know what they're trying to achieve with this fight, though. I'll be honest with you. What do you think?
I think it's just a trilogy fight. I know one of them's gonna fucking retire at the end of it.
Yeah, they have to. They're old.
If not both of them.
Man, those two were Shogun. The fuck, man.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, those guys have been through more fights than you and I have years in our life.
Seriously,
so far, dude. I mean, those guys have so many fights. Yeah, man. I guess that's like a fan thing. That's like a fan favorite type of thing, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not that intriguing for like a new fan, but if you've been around for a while, you kind of want to see this one go out. Yeah, you want to see them go out on their shields.
It'd be like Mayweather Pacquiao at their age. No, I shouldn't say that. No, Pacquiao's still pretty solid. Mayweather was still pretty solid at the time, but Nogueira and Shogun at this point in their career in MMA, they're definitely way past their prime, bro. I just don't want to see either of them get hurt.
Right. It's like Randy and Chuck, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good one. That's a good comparison because they're old, and at this point, like, what are you gonna see them do in the ring, man? Like, the octagon. What are you gonna see them do? I mean, are they just gonna try and swing away at each other on the stand up, and hopefully one of them lands? Yeah, I know. Fuck, man. I just don't see it being a competitive fight like you see in the rest of the UFC roster because, I mean, these guys are old, man. Old as shit.
They are, bro.
Seriously. No disrespect, but they shouldn't be fighting right now.
No, I agree. I don't even think that fight should be on this card. Without it, this card is still the best card on fight.
Oh, yeah. It's a stacked draw, man. Stacked fucking draw. I can't wait. I know we talked about this in our last episode, man, but I really am excited for Darren Till to get back in there against Whitaker, man. And like I said, Whitaker is surprisingly a good striker when he's on his shit. Sneaky left hook. He likes to blitz. I mean, he's a great fucking volume striker, and it's crazy that both these guys' takedown percentages were over 80%.
Right.
I mean,
it's fucking insane, dude. Fucking Whitaker went 10 rounds with Yoel Romero and beat him both.
Yeah,
both fights, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah. I know that one of them was debatable, and I know a lot of MMA fans. Yeah, but this is my take on it as a guy that just knows my boxing. just because they have really high takedown percentages, I'm thinking it's going to go Darren Till's way because with the way they are on their takedown defense, it might end up just being a stand-up affair. Of course, Robert being the level that I think he is and, what he's shown in the past is going to think and feel that his stand-up's going to be up to par and they're going to get into a nice exchange on the feet, man. On the feet, and you're going to see some great kickboxing from Till. Hopefully, you're going to see some leg kicks being thrown. You're going to see some good combinations, man. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a mixed martial arts fight, not just a fucking boxing fight or match or fucking grappling or whatever. It's going to be a show of all of their skills. It's going to be fucking amazing, dude.
Thrust kicks, leg kicks. You're going to see some combos being put together. And I'd like to, if Robert can beat Till in the fight that we're calling it for to be, then it shows that Robert's, still at the top level and that he might deserve a title shot after maybe a really good, a good fight after this one. If he can beat Till, if he can beat Till, but it just depends on how good Till's training was, because I know Till was back and forth with his weight, and I know that when was his last fight?
Against Calvin Gastelum last year,
but it was a good ways away. I mean, it was definitely a good amount of time even before shutdowns happened that he was kind of laid off. But we'll just have to see how good Till's fucking training camp was, man. Because if you get a really in shape Till, it's going to be exactly what you call it. Real mixed martial arts fight. A real one. And ladies and gentlemen, no, my bad. But if it ends up being something where, like my man calls it, a mixed martial arts fight and one aspect of the game gets involved, don't be mad because you're dealing with a couple of fucking high level dudes.
For sure. Till's just got, or not Till, Whitaker's just got to watch out for Till's left hand.
Yeah. They both got good left hands, though.
Yeah,
That's
they do.
The funny part.
There's going to be a lot of leg kicks.
Yeah, exactly.
There's going to be a lot of leg kicks.
There's going to be a lot of catching kicks. I know Whitaker is going to be catching a few of them and trying to hit them with that maybe one of those snag the leg and left hook kind of situations. I know he's done that a few times back in the day. So we'll see how confident Till is in his kicks. We'll just have to see. And that's coming on in what, 30 minutes?
Yeah, but the opening bout, I'm actually really excited for. It's this dude, Hazmat.
Yeah.
Chimaev or some shit like that, bro. He reminds me of fucking Khabib.
Really?
And he just fought like 10 days ago on the UFC or the Fight Island 2 card. He was on the prelims. Really? And yeah, he said, he's like, I'm going to stick around. I want another fight. You give me a fight, I'm going to smash, is what he said. And they got him a fucking fight, dude. So if he wins this fight, he'll have the fastest turnaround in UFC history.
Wow. Interesting. And he's the opening fight for the main card?
Correct.
Nice. Okay, cool. And is that that's on ESPN or ESPN Plus?
I don't know if it's on ESPN. Card, I think it's simulcast, so it's on both.
Okay, cool. Definitely. Okay, great. I'll catch it. I got ESPN Plus.
Yeah, dude, he looks just like Khabib, bro. He fucking wrestles just like him. Fucking, he trains with Alexander Gustafsson in Stockholm, Sweden, bro.
Okay. Man. Awesome. And that card, we're in T-minus 21 minutes, right?
T-minus 21 minutes. And on that note, catch us on Apple and Spotify and YouTube. We're out.